Hi everyone, my name is Rebekah Sandlin. I live in Portisville, Texas, which is the very tip of Texas, just about 5 minutes away from South Padre Island. I work in Harlingen, Texas, which is about 45 minutes away from where I live in Portisville. In Harlingen, I teach English for seniors, and I also teach practical writing and creative writing, which is where we target English 1, English 2, EOC to get them ready for the STAR test. And next year I'll be teaching English 3 and creative writing, and I'll have more of a load of retesters to get them ready for STAR. As far as technology is huge. And instead of trying to fight it and constantly taking away the phones and having to redirect, I decided to use technology to my advantage. If they want to be on the phone, great, but we're going to use it for educational purposes. So, there's so much out there for student engagement. That's my main thing. Use technology for student engagement. I like to use quizzes, Soccer Tip, Kahoot, and these are just different applications that I can use to assess student knowledge and get immediate feedback, and it makes students motivated to learn, and it gives it a game-like competitive feel, and so they're motivated to beat their peers and ultimately do well on in their answers. I also like to use Twitter because students seem to love Twitter, and it's very powerful in the classroom. I have them, one thing that I like to do is have them do research through Twitter because it's relevant for them. They're geniuses when it comes to Twitter and how to use it. And maybe instead of having them look on the library database for information, I'll have them use Twitter. And I also like to have them follow, what I recently did is have them follow people that are influential people that are in their career field that they're planning to go into, and follow their colleges that they plan to go to. That way they gather more information of where they're going to be in their future. I've had them in the past create a unique hashtag for the class, and they can post different statuses or tweet different things or images, memes, anything that is related to the topic. I might say, okay, five minutes, and I want you to post something, or find a funny meme that's relevant to whatever we're covering, and they can post. And they're also able to collaborate. So some students are very shy and they don't really want to get up and do the stand-up, hand-up, pair-up, and have to come face-to-face, but using social media allows them to collaborate just through their fingertips. And I also like to use Twitter for just a brief summary or mini reflection after maybe we read a chapter. I'll say, hey, post a reflection, and given the amount of characters that they're limited to, they're able to post and comment with the different classmates, and it makes it easy to grade, and they enjoy it. I also like to use Facebook. It seems that Twitter is a little more popular, but Facebook is also helpful as well. I've used that in the past where we read Hamlet, and I had them pick a character, and for that character they had to post statuses throughout the readings, and they could put a modern twist on it, and they could make it humorous as long as it was appropriate, and just depending what we're covering that day, they would have to post, and it makes it fun. I also like to use Class Dojo. That helps with classroom management because it gives them each student avatar, so they like to see their avatar projected to the classroom, and it's positive reinforcement. So if they do well, I'll have I'm in full control on my end, on my iPad or my phone, and let's say Johnny writes a very strong thesis statement, and I can just with the click, I can have his avatar show up, and there's a little tone, a positive sound, and so it makes it motivating because they don't want to get the negative sound if they do poorly, and that also adds a sense of competition into the classroom. And I also like to use use social media and different forms of technology for professional development, because I really like to see what other teachers are doing in the States and even across the world, and it gives me ideas, because sometimes I run out of ideas and resources. But when I'm able to collaborate with other teachers and see anecdotal evidence of what works, what doesn't work, it makes teaching a lot easier, and it makes it lessons a lot stronger. And I also like to use podcast, blogs. I've done that before. I haven't done that recently. And Tango, I use that for student data. There's just so many resources that you can use to track data. And as far as technology, what I want to learn more about is how to use technology to improve student writing. So I deal with a lot of struggling writers. It's hard for them to come up with ideas and details for their essay, and to have that sentence to sentence connection, and to allow their voice to come out. And I would like to discover some technology that would help them with that. I also want to find out about more technology that will help with student engagement. So I do have all these ideas and stuff that I already do, but I know there's so much more out there, and I just want to continue to grow professionally in that sense. And I'm also really excited to see what technology I can incorporate as a future librarian and make reading and literacy fun for students. So I'm pretty sure that I'm probably forgetting some other forms of technology that I already use, but those are the main ones, and they seem to work well. But I'm excited to learn whatever else is out there that can help our students. Thanks.